Hey there. Hey. Welcome to the fall open house of Explore Maryland Cannabis Membership Week. We will be getting started in just a few minutes. All right, so let me get this here going. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I'm just pulling up my presentation. I'm also going to make sure that I am good on all of our other platforms here. All right. We are streaming live in two awesome places. We are streaming live on our homepage and on YouTube. So it's the first time for everything. I hope everyone's season has been well. It has been a very interesting time for us all. So I won't be before you long. I've just got a quick presentation to go over, and then we will be getting started soon. Let's see. Just want to make sure that it is all good here. All right, there we go. Let us do that. All right, it's that time of the afternoon where the outside of my area becomes a bit of a speedway. So please excuse that background. But welcome. Let me get back on camera here. Welcome. My name is Keisha. I am the CEO of Explore Maryland Cannabis, and I am very excited to bring to you this fall membership week. It's been a few months in the making, and I know that 2020 has been a bit of a doozy of a year. So what we are excited to bring to you is membership options, a community of folks who are looking to come together and build a more informed cannabis community. So this is the membership open house. It's our Q3 membership open house. I'm going to go a bit around Robin Hood's barn when it comes to what I'm presenting, and then I will make sure that I see you in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to say hello, let me know. I'm using StreamYard, which is an awesome platform. It allows me to communicate with you in real time. So that is what I'll be doing here, going full screen there, and I'll be getting started just shortly. Give me a minute. I'm going to grab something to drink. I hope you all have something to drink as well. All right, I'm just making sure I am all squared away. Give me 2 seconds to hop back on screen because I don't want everybody in my business. All right. Awesome. So just a little bit about Explore Maryland Cannabis. There we go. So I am Keisha. Once, as I mentioned again, this is a little bit of a cute little business card that I just created a couple of days ago. But at the root of this presentation, we're going to talk a bit about what Explore Maryland Cannabis is, talk a little bit about what this membership week is going to be, and a little bit of an October preview. So I hope you're all ready. Like I mentioned before, here's today's agenda. No need to go all on through that. So hello from Explore Maryland Cannabis. Let me go ahead and slap myself on the screen. Yes. So last quarter, I do these every quarter, and I talk a little bit about what Explore Maryland Cannabis is, how we started, what our goals are. So this actual slide is from last quarter, and I wanted to show a little bit of a pivot. So last quarter, the name of the organization was the Maryland Cannabis Community Partnership. And in 2018, when I founded this organization, that's what the name was. It's an ecosystem that connected all of these different parts of the Maryland cannabis ecosystem. And I realized that I was doing a bit of a disservice to the ideal audience who was reaching out to me, which were cannabis industry professionals and entrepreneurs. So we've changed our mission and our goals a little bit since our founding, but I just kind of wanted to show you a bit of the growth that we've had thus far. So like I mentioned, here's our origin story. In 2018, a group of cannabis advocates, patients, and industry members got together to talk about the Maryland cannabis industry. And there were three things that we noticed. It's amazing in 2 years how much the industry has changed and also how much it has stayed the same. So three things that we noticed: consumers and patients needed education. So not just information that you get through YouTube or Google, but bona fide, reliable information that can be shared. Providers needed access and guidance, and that's access and guidance to patients actually understanding what certifications were, what renewals were, what things were involved in that entire process, and providers being confident in sharing that information. And regulators. So regulators, you get your information from, a memo or something that happened in Comar, but there was no clarity around how that information was being disseminated. And business owners. So, right, we had lots of new industries starting in the Maryland cannabis ecosystem: green waste, security, transport, secure transport. And of course, a lot of those businesses didn't know where to start. So that is some of the obstacles that we saw in 2018. And if you are active in the industry now, I'm sure you see a lot of those same issues happening. But so that's just a little bit about the challenges we had. So this is just me. Again, with the three things that we noticed, I actually got an opportunity to visit SunMed, I don't have their shirt on today, but I usually, when I'm presenting and talking about them, I want to make sure that I give gratitude for the opportunity. So SunMed, I got an opportunity to tour their facility before they started expanding last October. And I got a very good ear to the ground from the industry professionals and folks who are looking to enter the space based on that trip. So just circling back to the Explore Maryland Cannabis, our goal is to empower and change the cannabis community, starting with Maryland, through education and access. So you'll see a bit of a theme as it relates to access, as it relates to people getting the information that they need to be successful, and then that education around just how this industry works, especially with it being just a medical market right now. So the client of cannabis in Maryland. So currently, I always talk about the 23 counties plus Baltimore City. That's what makes up Maryland's state, our ecosystem. We've got 23 counties plus Baltimore City. But there are currently only dispensaries in 19 of those counties plus Baltimore City, which leaves a good disadvantage for a lot of our citizens or patients that are in Western Maryland. For those who go further on the shore where there may be 1 to 2 dispensaries, we see that is an opportunity for, growth as it relates to our ecosystem. And we know some of the challenges and stipulations that we have had, but just goes to show you that if cannabis is essential and it is for medical use in our state, all 23 counties should be represented. Pulled these numbers last week. So as of September 2020, there are 112,000 patients certified, which means they have an active certification on the books to get medical cannabis in Maryland. So if you think about when registration started about 2 years ago, we're coming up on the 2-year mark of operations for the Maryland industry. This is a huge growth and this is a huge number. And I also did a little bit of digging and some work over the last couple of months. And there's about 4% of our patient population who actually work in our industry. So that just goes to show you that how powerful our frontline folks are and how essential they are when it comes to the ecosystem operating as succinctly as it should. So when I talk about the ecosystem, I like to talk about these 6 parts of the ecosystem. And I'm sure if you are in cannabis, whether you're kind of curious or already in the industry, you can identify with a place on this pie chart of sorts. So you're either a patient, industry professional, or a professional. You either own a business, work for a small business that is serving the cannabis community. You're in the industry, so professionally, you hold a license. You're a processor. You're a grower. Um, you're a provider, so you're in one of those 3 to 4 categories of individuals who can certify patients for medical cannabis, and you're a part of our government. You're the General Assembly, you're a city council person, you're an individual who is making laws and regulations as it relates to cannabis. So, welcome to the ecosystem. This is where you belong. This is where you need to be. As you can see, there's that old title there. But Explore Maryland Cannabis, this is what we're all about, bringing these 6 parts into synergy. So, I've talked a little bit about what Explore Maryland Cannabis was, what some of our mission was. I'm going to just check to see if there are any comments, questions on this side, see how everything is playing on our website. Good, good, good. Great. Well, I'll keep going along. This is actually going to be about a 15 to 20-minute presentation because it's a really beautiful day outside in Maryland. And if you don't get an opportunity to go out, I think you should. So, of course, for those who aren't watching live, I want to stop and say thank you so much for getting this far into the presentation. I know that you could have been here if you were available. So be sure to check out some of the other events that we have coming up for the rest of the week. So this is our membership week. This was the promo that we released earlier this month. So the week is finally here and we wanted you to be a part of it. So this is our open house happy hour. I'm drinking AHA. And the open house is just us talking about our organization, the membership offerings, and just what we have planned for this week when it comes to our membership week. So we've got a live podcast with some industry professionals that I've been interviewing on our Passport to Maryland Cannabis podcast. If you aren't familiar with that, be sure to go to our website and listen to the individuals and myself who have recorded interviews thus far. We've got our industry roundtable, which is another live event that we'll be doing with an industry professional talking about their impact in the ecosystem. And then we have a trivia game, not night, but day. So stay tuned for that schedule. If you are a part of our email newsletter gang, you already got this information right before this launch. So if not, be sure to go to exploremarylandcannabis.com. Feel free to sign up for our newsletter so you can get that information as it gets released. So just a timeline of events. I'm going to go a bit full screen here so you can get all the magic. So we've got today our open house and happy hour. We've got our industry roundtable tomorrow. That's dropping at 7 p.m. So feel free to join us live here on YouTube or on our website. We've got the Passport to Maryland Cannabis Live, which is happening at 420 on the 25th. And then we have our members event, the Game Night Game Day, which is going to be on Saturday. So I look forward to seeing you all at these events. But don't worry, we're not done yet. We're not done yet. That's just a cute overview of what you can expect from us this week. But let's talk about what we're looking to accomplish as an organization, because, you know, we can sit and play games and rah and talk about the bad and the good of our industry, but let's talk about what our impact is as Explore Maryland Cannabis. So we want to provide education and training. So we realize that, let me go ahead and full screen this here. We realize that a lot of the information from the beginning has there's a bit of a clog in the pipeline when the information is disseminated. So we want to make sure that our members are getting updates about what the Maryland Medical Cannabis Commission is giving to the community. They do outreach, they do, but we're going to make sure that we disseminate that to you on a monthly basis. We also want to make sure that you are ready and developed for this industry. So we'll have online professional development, education, and multiple resources for our members in our membership portal. Pre-COVID, this is a pre-COVID picture here. We met in person 2 Aprils ago during our spring membership week. So this year we actually did that virtually, and you can see all of those videos here on YouTube or on our website. Folks we interviewed, panels, great chance to recap and see what we did this spring. But we've been pretty quiet this summer, and we're just jumping right into fall with our virtual events. But we want to make sure that there is an opportunity for networking and workforce development. So we have a verified jobs and internship board that we'll be rolling out over the next couple of weeks, in addition to virtual networking and career events and professional development and continuing education training. So we've got a lot of different connections with stakeholders in the community who are providing this particular facet of our membership. So we want to make sure that our members and those who are interested in becoming members are prepared for that. So last month we did a Cannabis Night In, which was a virtual networking session, and we actually highlighted Maryland small businesses. So we're looking forward to doing that again in November. So stay tuned for that if you're signed up for our newsletter. And it's also on our website. Be sure to be there when we have that next event. And we want to make sure that we have safe and innovative events. So community is all about how we connect. And one of the ways we want to make sure that we can connect with our community is by hosting safe and innovative events. So just like this membership week, this is considered one of our signature events, our safe and innovative event. We also, pre-COVID, participated in community service. We look forward to bringing that back as an option for our membership when the situation changes during this global pandemic. But in the meantime, we will make sure to have amazing virtual networking and social events, including our huddles, our open houses, and some of our trainings. So I talked a lot about what our members get, but let's talk a little bit about what membership is. So first, what membership is, let's talk about why membership. It's important to have a network. It's important to have a community. And one of the things that we realized in 2018 is that the Maryland cannabis industry had a little bit of a community problem. So why is your membership important? We're here to help you find your network. We're here to help you find your business buds, your canna colleagues, and everyone in between. So that is an important pentacle of our membership program. We also want you to have access to events and resources. We know that cannabis research is a bit underfunded, and while we have amazing opportunities through our educational institutions in Maryland, there's nothing like a community homegrown operation. So we've got our own training and community programming that's led by some of our community leaders and some of the top national experts as it relates to the cannabis industry. So we'll be bringing those to our members on a monthly basis. And also, you're supporting a community-run mission. There are no bells and whistles here. We're a team of two. So I am sincerely humbled and grateful when folks are inquiring about membership. This is why. It's something that pours back into the community. We're not here for profit. We're here to make sure that we're building an informed cannabis community. So here are your benefits. You get a digital membership card. We have quarterly membership meetings, and our meetings provide members with organization information, upcoming events, and a speaker, usually giving a great presentation around a personal development topic or something social like a members event, our game nights, our game days, virtual scavenger hunts, things like that. You've got private group access, including our back end portal. So as a community, you stay in the community. All the videos, all the content, all the resources are behind that portal, and you get that in a group setting. And lastly, of course, last but not least, you get discounts to partners and more. So we connected with a variety of different organizations, industry leaders, community organizers to help bring and round out this membership program. So we've got monthly webinars, ask me anythings, and ways to connect with others in the community that are doing some of the similar things that we want to do. So how much does this membership cost? It's only $10 a month. It's only $10 a month. That's a gram if you're a patient. That's a Starbucks drink and a snack if you like Starbucks. And it's also $10 if you tend to just save 10% of $100, whatever. We believe that $10 a month is something that is beneficial. It's a very important number in our organization, and we know that we've got a goal to hit. We want to make sure that we hit 10% of our patient population, because we know that as we predict over the next 2 to 3 years, 10% of the patient population will be 10% of our ecosystem that keeps businesses flowing, money going. And we want to make sure that we have a community that supports you. So if you're interested in membership, you can go to exploremarylandcannabis.com/membership and get all of the information there. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause for if there are any questions or answers. I'm going to check the DMs to see if there are any questions that we can answer there. But if not, you can always find us in these areas here. Instagram at Explore Maryland Cannabis, on Facebook as Explore Maryland Cannabis, and on Twitter as Explore MD Canna. So I want to thank you so much for joining us for this membership open house. I hope you all had something to sip on. I hope you all are safe, staying safe. You are medicating safely, and that this is the best possible time for you in your life. And if not, I send you out some good positive energy. But until we meet again, I'll see you all back tomorrow. Let me go ahead and pull up that slide so that you know exactly what's going on. We've got our industry roundtable. So that is what you can expect for the week coming up. And I look forward to seeing you all, if not live, definitely via a replay. And of course, in the membership portal. Peace.